She's not actually a whore, she's just a person that I disrespected. We're shooting? Now, if you're a gym rat, you're more familiar with chicken breast than you are, say, your own dad. If you're me, you're more familiar with the landscape of Pluto than you are your own dad. And it ain't because I'm a fucking astronaut, even though I am, but I digress. There are only 4 good types of chicken, alright? There's fried chicken, chicken wings, chicken parmesan, and chicken head. But you're a hardcore bodybuilder. So all these are off limits. Your high and mighty ass is eating bodybuilding chicken, which is closer to a Dr. Scholl's insert than it is an actual edible piece of meat. We've all been there. You stare down at your rubbery piece of bicycle seat on your paper plate with your plastic utensils and crushed soul and think about quitting. But you'd rather kill yourself than lose your gains. That's why it's called a diet. Quitting's out of the question. But lucky for you, no one has to die here. Except for millions of chickens, of course. But you don't. Because I'm here to tell you how to make chicken without wanting to kill yourself. First up, prep. Unless you want to spend more time buying meat than being meat, buy your chicken in bulk and freeze it. But here's where it gets tricky. The worst part about cooking chicken is defrosting it. Trying to defrost a chicken breast in a microwave is more complicated than playing Minesweeper. First you gotta hit the frost, input the nuclear launch codes required for melting ice, and then after 7.5 minutes of non-stop beeping, you think your chicken is thawed, still rock hard in the center, toss it back in for another arbitrary amount of time. The edges are starting to cook and turn into bathtub caulk. You got no choice but to take it out now. Left with a half microwaved, half frozen chicken breast sitting in a pool of Ebola. You say fuck it and throw it on the pan anyway. And the end result is an overcooked Tempur-Pedic mattress that you have no choice but to eat or you'll go catabolic. Pro tip! Go to Costco or BJ's or whatever place you have that sells air conditioners in bulk and buy the thin sliced, no defrost, 10-pound bag of frozen chicken breasts. Throw that shit on the pan and voila. This shit's great. It's like fucking without having to get a boner. Think about all the things you could do. Made a mess. Ha! High five, my dude. Taste! Chicken breast has no taste. In fact, saying chicken breast tastes bad would be giving the chicken too much credit. Chicken breast is that kid you don't remember from high school. There's nothing you can do to the actual meat to make it taste good. You can only put things that taste good on it and have to eat the chicken breast as a consequence. Here's how to make your chicken taste. That's it, like just how to make it taste. Step 1. Pretend whatever seasoning you used made a difference other than becoming the burnt part you scrape off. Step 2. Apply hot sauce. Hot sauce has no carbs or calories, and sodium doesn't count as long as you don't read how much it has. So it's the perfect choice. Hot sauce is makeup. What's underneath is a reality you're not trying to face. Let me tell you something. If you think you got some outside the box, amazing recipe for chicken, then fuck off. Do not be that dude that thinks he's better than the chicken. Cause let me tell you something. Your chicken is right between bearable and kill yourself. Texture. But okay, listen, bodybuilding chicken is not that juicy, well-marinated chicken cooked under a brick for 45 minutes from Eddie's Trattoria. It's bird tits that you have to heat the poison out of in bulk quantities that you reheat every day for the next week, for the next year. You are gonna feel every bite. You have to trick your mind into accepting as much spongy chicken as possible before your jaw locks up and refuses to take another bite. Couple ways to do this. Literally 2 ways. Number 1, shredded chicken. When you shred chicken, you weaken its primary defense, the amount of time it spends in your mouth. Number 2, chop it up into tiny little bits and scatter it into whatever brown rice based side you've made. This way, you can shovel as much chicken into your mouth as possible before your brain realizes that A, you're eating chicken, and B, you fucking hate yourself. I know I do. Parents! Gonna be straight with you. There's nothing your diet allows that's gonna make chicken any better. Let's face it, all your options are pretty shitty, but you need something to dilute it. It's like, would you rather be molested by your teacher who's a little ugly, because they, usually are, or your uncle, who's a dude, and your dad's brother? That's what I thought. You know what? You might not be getting your first choice, but I'll tell you what, it's a hell of a lot better than getting your uncle's fingers in your butt. Trust me. Trust me. Bygones, water under the bridge. Here's the best of a shitty situation. Vegetables. You always tell yourself you're gonna eat vegetables, and then they sit in the bottom drawer of your fridge and rot. So, if you plan on pairing your chicken with vegetables, you might as well pair your chicken with air and give your uncle a call. Ipso facto, vegetables are out. Rice, fucking great. The blandest carb paired with the blandest meat. What a day. This is multiplying by 0. It's like eating wet puzzle pieces with little bits of eraser. Chicken and rice looks like the gruel they would ration out on a space station after the Earth dies. It's clean as fuck, so dig in. Potatoes. First off, when I just said potatoes, if your first thought was sweet potatoes, then you're an asshole. Sweet potatoes are the equinox of potatoes. You have no idea why it's good, but that doesn't stop you from telling everybody it's the best. But if we're talking all American, shaved pussy eating, V8 engine white potatoes, then we got ourselves a side. So if you're someone like Rosa Parks, and you say, fuck you rules, and you're down with regular potatoes, you ain't got no problems with chicken. Regular potatoes are delicious. I need a fucking light bulb if it were paired with regular potatoes. Lastly, salad. No. So if you performed all these steps correctly, spoiler alert, you'll still hate chicken and want to kill yourself. Which brings me to the last step. Eat tuna. You ever eaten canned tuna? It's fucking awful. They say tuna is chicken of the sea, which means it's just as bad as chicken, except it smells and tastes like whale pussy. Boom! Suddenly chicken doesn't sound so bad. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't go to dommerch.com. And definitely don't buy anything, because I definitely don't need to buy a sweet new wing for my Lancer. Reverse psychology.